Good morning, and thank you for joining me on another episode where I take a book and from that book I find a bar. Now, a bar is a short, valuable nugget of information for us to feed our minds. This is
Breakfast Bars! Breakfast Bars!
Breakfast Bars! This is Breakfast Bars!
Good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you had a great week. If not, fucking do something about it. Do something about it. It's your responsibility. Whether that's seek help for something, go for a walk, whatever it is, it's your responsibility. What happened to you might not have been your fault, but it's your responsibility. With that said, today's book, we're going to have a little fun with it. Arnold Palmer, A Life Well Played. Not only is that a great drink, but he was a great guy. Rest in peace, Arnold Palmer. I'm a big golf fan. You can kind of see the golf ball case behind me here. Big golf fan. It's a lot of fun, except for when it's not and things are going poorly. But it's a great way to take your mind off things. But at the same time, it's a very mental challenging game. Think about this. Sports-wise, it is the only game where you are hitting the ball and the ball is not moving. Everything else, baseball, basketball, basketball, you're not hitting anything. Cricket, sports where you're hitting it, all you're doing is reacting. You're reacting to the ball. Golf, that little ball is sitting right there and not fucking moving. And you got to figure out how to hit it where you want it to go. It sounds easy, but man, it is crazy. And so that's why I love it as a game, is because of that challenge of being like, it may seem harder to hit a baseball, but everyone who's golfed or tried to golf knows how difficult it is and how something so minor can make you completely miss the fairway and end up not where you want to be. So while it's easy to hit it because it's sitting there, there's so much that goes into it. It's so complex. It's such a great mind challenge while also taking your mind off things, stress reliever, all that, especially if you walk, all that good stuff. But Arnold Palmer, this is a great book. It's just his stories about, so if you don't know, he's one of the greatest golfers of all time, the inspiration of that, of the iced tea lemonade drink. And yeah, let's go ahead and see what we can find. Okay. We're going to go to a little cheat sheet here because a book like this, I'm not underlining a whole lot. So we got some page numbers written up here of some things I liked in it. So let's go check those guys out. Back in the book. Oh my gosh. Great bar to head into the week to. Ask yourself right now before I say this bar, are you looking forward to the weekend? And if so, why? If you listened to yesterday's episode, I kind of ended it with saying, why? Keep asking yourself why. Why are you looking forward to the weekend? Why are you looking forward to the weekend? I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to leave it at that. But I want you to think about that before I say the bar here. So, what Arnold Palmer says, snippet from his stories, from his book, is do what you love. Do what you love. Actually, you know what? Screw it. We're going to do something a little different today. I'm going to just go ahead and read the excerpt. So here it is, page and a half on his little chapter of saying, do what you love. sit back, enjoy. If you're in your car, don't zone out too much, but just let these words seep into your brain. If you're in the shower listening to it, just let the words sink in. Whatever else you're doing, just take a moment here and listen to the great words of the late, great Arnold Palmer. If you don't like what you're doing in life, then you probably shouldn't be doing it. From the standpoint of what you do with your life professionally, do your job so that when you walk out at night, you're proud of what you did that day. I've always had the advantage of loving what I was doing, and any sacrifices I had to make weren't as great as the rewards that I was receiving. Well, Arnie, you might say, that's easy for you because you played golf for a living. Who wouldn't want to do that? Sure, I derived tremendous pleasure and financial gain from playing golf for a living. I'll do it all again in a heartbeat. But if golf hadn't worked out, I'd have found something else just as meaningful to me. If golf hadn't worked out, I would have found something else just as meaningful to me. It wouldn't have been selling paint, as I did after leaving the Coast Guard, the job I had when I won the U.S. Amateur in 1954. But I've written earlier about the fact that I would have probably become an airplane pilot. I loved flying that much. I suppose in one respect I'm very lucky that I did two things well that I truly enjoyed. But the point is that you can always make a change in your life to do what you want. And what will drive you, what should drive you, is your pride. I've never seen anyone be successful who didn't have pride. Have pride in yourself and set goals that reflect that pride. Do that and you will succeed. Whatever it is you choose to do with your professional life, have pride in yourself and set goals that reflect that pride. Great words from Arnold Palmer. Leave you with that. Have a great weekend. Do something that you love. Stay blessed. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode. Just a reminder, you can find Breakfast Bars on iTunes, YouTube, and Instagram by searching Breakfast Bars. On Instagram, it's at breakfast.bars. Would mean a lot to me if you left me a review, subscribed, follow, and of course, if you find value in Breakfast Bars, if you like hearing them daily, go ahead and please share it with a friend, someone you know that wants to receive some daily bars.